What's up, you guys? Hope everyone's having a beautiful Saturday. There's my cat. So, Saturday is the day of foundation. I think Saturday is always a good day to focus on your skills, what you're good at, things that you love to do. And I look at Saturday as a good foundation for just prepping for the next week, right? As we have, hey, what's up, Jessica? What's up, fam? Hey. As we have Saturdays, we can use our Saturdays to build the foundation for what we want to create coming into the next week. So I look at Saturday, just good at working on the root of what you're trying to create, like going always back to the foundation of what you're trying to accomplish, of what you're trying to do. And then once we have the foundation, then Sundays we can fill whatever we did on Saturday, right, as a shell. We can then fill on Sunday with a whole bunch of empowering energies, right? So just like yourself or a business, or if you want to say learn an instrument, right? On Saturday you can take that time to try to look at what is the foundation of it, right? Because we're always all the time, I don't know how you guys think, but we might be thinking of so many things at once where we don't give ourselves that time to just focus on one. In exercising, it's called the isolation of a muscle, right? The reason why you do leg day on Tuesday, what is it, shoulder day on Thursday, push, push, and then a pull day, right? There's different days for a different isolation of the muscle or an isolation of the skill. So a lot of people are always trying to encapsulate everything into one, right? Oh, I have to do everything today. I got to invoke, I got to meditate, I got to do this ritual to this deity, maybe that ritual to that deity. I got to go to work, I have to go to the gym, I have to. And the thing is, when you're looking at life all sporadic in this way, then you're wasting a lot of energy that if you actually condense and you think of each day individually as things you could accomplish to the bigger picture. And also, guys, feel free to ask questions, right? I'm just this ain't a video, this is a live stream, so feel free to, if you guys have questions on just life, um meditation, spirituality, whatever it might be, feel free to ask. So to continue with what I was saying though, if we look at it from the bigger picture, looking down, right? Once you have the image or the feeling of the wish fulfilled, which is something that Neville Goddard talks about, I'll go a little bit into that today as well. Actually, there's a few. It was just 111. I guess a few things that I could talk about today is the occult, deities, manifestation. I have about an hour, so I'm trying to get it like structured in the way that it needs to be. Happy Saturday, you guys. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day. Okay, so once we can feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled, right? And by feeling the feeling, this actually just means to know the vibration in which you wish to embody. Hey, what's up, Lloyd? What's up, Kufi Cabana? What's up, you guys? How come you only do these lives on the weekend when I'm about to go to work? Because it's the weekend, bro. The weekend, you're supposed to, everybody work for the weekend. Um, and then Kufi Cabana says, "Peace, God." What's up, fam? Yeah, I try to do it on the weekends in the middle of the day. These seem like good times. So, continuing on. when it comes to the feeling of the wish fulfilled, truly, when you desire to create the life, or when you are creating the life in which you desire, know that you are the one that can create your life, right? You are the one creating your life. At the end of the day, you are the one manifesting your life and what you're creating, right? So it's about, through this imagination and this visualization act, through feeling, we as magicians, as occultists, as witches, right? This is a manifestation technique. But since we're kind of like, we know magic is possible, right? So a lot of manifestors, they're like, oh, I don't know if I can manifest, right? But by listening to this live stream today, you will have mastered manifestation. I'm going to give you a breakdown and a foundation to, in a sense, how you can apply magic fundamentals to actually test reality and then create your life. If you use what is going to be talked about today, then you will definitely manifest. So, by feeling the feeling of the wish fulfilled, this merely means embody the vibration, right? So, a few ways in which I've understood how to embody vibration via deities teaching me, like Azazel, right? If Azazel's like, if you want to make money, merely invoke money. Don't try to think about how to do it like a muggle. A muggle will get all like anxious, like, I need to make money and get all freaked out. A witch, a master of the craft, will then go within their mind, embody the vibration of that which they seek, and then master whatever they're trying to accomplish, whether it be monetary gain, whether it be self-mastery, mastery within the self, right? It's about going within and embodying that vibration, right? If you wish to achieve or seek self mastery, what is the vibration of your mastered self, right? Who are you as you've already accomplished what you were meant to accomplish? Who are you when you've already walked the path and you've embraced the journey in which you were meant to create? Who are you when you've already became that version? So now, what is the reality that that version exists within, right? If you can envision that reality, I just had a client that, after our working, in a sense, what I was able to do is economically liberate him. I gave him a consultation. We spoke to the deities. He was led to a way in which he should make money by the deities, and then by the end of the consultation, he was like, oh wow, this makes so much sense, this could work. And he gained clarity. That's why it's called clairvoyance. He felt as if his whole reality was cleared after that consultation, because he gained clarity into things he couldn't see, that then removed any stagnancy, right? It removed anything that was no longer serving him. That's what keeps us in the old narrative. When you're doing all of the old things, when you're living in your old ways, this will always bring you back to the past, back to the past. But when you start to do new things, you create new outlets. You create new outlets for yourself. You're opening up your reality. You're opening up the spectrum of your reality, because it's first what your mind perceives, and then it's what your mind accepts. So if you can get your mind to perceive change in some way, then you will start to change. But if you don't bring that into your awareness, you don't know it's there. So it's about following the synchronicities. It's about going where you're meant, and then that's where it will lead you by perceiving the signs and perceiving the synchronicities. You're then actually being led, or you're paving a new path, a path that has never been paved before, and you're merely walking it. I like a good representation of it is that we're walking, there's different paths. There's the path that everyone walked and there's like no grass and it's all rough environment. Then there's the path that, you know, few people walked it, it's kind of tread. Then there's one that is just in the middle, that's a giant bush and no one's walked it, and that's your path. The path that no one else has ever walked is the path that is most meant for you. The path least likely for others is the path most meant for ourselves. Sometimes it's the problems that we try to solve that make us who, or it's the problems that we try to solve that truly make us who we are. I know that if I wouldn't have went through so much existential dread for myself, I probably wouldn't have wanted to understand spirituality or in like enlightenment so much. If I never would have mastered, if I never would have not been a master and been so annoyed with just not knowing, I never would have knew. I never would have gained the momentum to know myself if I never lacked that, right? So we can look at our path and our future in that same way. If we never would have walked it, we never would have known it could have been walked. So that's why you have to walk the path. That's why you have to embrace who you are and become who you're meant, because that is what's meant. And this is why it feels, especially as shamans, why it feels so much like shit when we're not following our path, embracing our purpose and destiny. Because you know by how you feel if you're in alignment with the path or not. So, um, what's up, Kaizen? What's up, fam? Okay, what the mind can perceive, the mind can achieve. Yo, I like that. Wait, 1 second, sir. Yo, I love that, Kaizen. What the mind can perceive, the mind can achieve. In a very similar way, prosperous thoughts lead to prosperous outcomes. Like just like that kind of like wisdom, that very simple wisdom, but it's so much at the same time. Um, Also, I've been learning a lot about perception from Satan. He teaches a lot about perception shifting, and that's been teaching me a lot just about life lately. But yeah, what's up, Kaizen? Hey, we got Super G in the building. What's up, Super G? It's not Top G, it's Super G. What's up, y'all? Felt a stream coming this morning. Oh, that's deep, bro. Dude, the deities be bringing info forward. A lot's been progressing in the astrals. A lot's been like, used to seem like the astrals were more like just moving like this. Now it really seems like it's being pushed forward. What's up, bro? How are you doing? What's up, Philip? What's up, Philip? What's up, fam? Philip 11 and 12. I've been good. I got a lot to do after this, so I'm trying to get a live stream in before I gotta go. You know, see what comes up. Comes up. Let's do some breath work. We got a lot. Hey, we got some we got squad in the building. So let's do some breath work. Okay, so Oh yeah, okay, wait. You guys gotta make sure for me that it is working. Because I look back on the video and after, if it's not working, it just looks so funny. I'm just like, it just it's so funny. Okay, but one second. Shiva Rasa, you guys. Also, how is everyone's day going? I hope everyone's having a beautiful day. Really good energy to that. You know, we just had an equinox. We just had a new moon. So there's a lot, like guys, there's a huge flow of energy. I definitely like I know we can sometimes become unconscious at times and kind of forget that we can utilize these energies and we can use them to empower us and to transmute us, right? So if you guys also like really guys, I want to give a shout out to TamaRa, Mastering Spirit with TamaRa, and also but so some wisdom that TamaRa gave me was she was telling me something about her chart, and I'm not going to go full in depth because I don't she didn't say it was like chill if I could or not, but like so she was just telling me about right now is a prosperous moment in her life. And it's really funny because out of all times, a lot of prosperity is coming into my life, and bipartisan, it's coming into her life. So it was almost written in the stars that, like, oh, this was going to happen for me. We were going to meet at this time. And then it's like she has her aspect as well. And she gave me a really good understanding of astrology through that moment. I really started to just download a lot after she said that. Also, we do have a soft release on both of our stores. I chose to choose a different service just because it was a lot. I just wanted a simple shop where I can put different rituals on it, just so people can see like the different things in which I provide. Also, I'm really heavily about to dive into the necromantic current. Again, I used to do necromancy a lot. And it's weird because when you learn prosperity magic, because I stopped doing necromancy for a while, and then we'll do the breath work in a second. For before life, we must die, right? I stopped doing the necromantic current for a while just because I didn't see what I could utilize it for. And the thing is, like, necromancy at the end of the day, it's the same thing as invoking a deity. Really, necromancy isn't as dark as what people see it as, because all it does is mean to commune with the dead. People's egos really coded it in like all this other stuff, but I can also see that people got into, or they allow their ego to bring the fear into the moment. Because if you know someone's died and you try to talk to them, or say your ego doesn't accept that, you're going to be afraid. You're going to react to the situation, not knowing that it was actually teaching you something, right? So when you react to it, you get afraid and it projects that fear. It's like reality. If you react to your bills, you're going to focus now on your bills, and then it creates even more bills because that's what you're reacting to, right? Because emotion is energy. So if we are being emotional towards things that are our detriment and not good for us, then we can't detach from them, right? It's just like, say, an addiction. If you're trying to get rid of an addiction, you can't attach to it every time you let go of it, right? Someone might be like, oh, I'm addicted, I need to stop, right? And then the only thing is, they when you think about it, when you go throughout your day and you're not doing whatever, like maybe it's even coffee or something, right? If you don't drink coffee for 6 hours and you're like, oh, I need a coffee, that's so random that out of nowhere your mind's like, oh, I need a coffee. That's what the addiction is. So when that comes up, if you can get good at breathing and then slide out of the addiction and then realize it's an illusion and then just go for a walk. By the time you come back, you're going to forget what you were addicted to, honestly. So it's like, see, it's like people think that this is so hard. But no, it's merely the attachment to it or thinking it's hard is what makes it hard. Right? Like people that smoke weed a lot, it's like, no, I just really like smoking weed a lot. It's like I smoke here and there. Like I used to smoke a lot, really came out of that, right? Like here and there now. But like especially if maybe I'm with friends that are just smoking, I might just smoke there because why not or something. But if you're really attached to weed, right, as a substance, the thing is you like it, so you do it over and over again. It's kind of like that's why someone likes it is because it's good. So what you need to do is first learn delayed gratification. So it's like delay it, and then when you go to attach to it, you actually don't attach and you dissolve. So the thing is you're actually doing more, and I'm using weed as an example because it's kind of good. You're doing more to attach to it than you are to dissolve from it, so you're attached to it. And like people that call themselves a stoner, it's like, yeah, your mind created an attachment to something, so you always kept doing it no matter what, and you kept saying, but I'm a stoner, but I'm a stoner, but you also are all these other things. So at the end of the day, we choose whatever we want to be, and then from that, just that gnosis, a lot of people can become enlightened from realizing that, the gym can be an addiction, right? Go to the gym every day. The gym, oh my gosh, guys, I remember when I threw myself at the gym. I went 5 days a week when I first started to go, and I was like, yo, this I was like woo, I was like at Disneyland at the gym, just because of like just how it made me feel good. I started to work out a lot. I started to get bigger. It just all the best to that. Gym with Belial, most definitely. Belial and Lucifuge. Also, what's up, Magical Magician? What's up, fam? Electrical signals. Also, what's up, Jojo Bojo? That's hilarious because I am paying my bills at the moment and feeling exactly that. Yeah, that's why I said that, bro. I feel the chat, my guy. Um, okay, so cool. Hey, what's up, Fanati? Fanati Comdu? What's up, fam? Also, just letting you know, I do have the I'm still working on the PDF. A lot more went into the Mammon. I have a Mammon ebook that I'm releasing that's going to be a part of a course. Might release it outside the course, not sure yet. But whoever participates or wants to be part of the Mammon Ritual, I actually do that every Sunday. Tomorrow is Sunday. It will be $77 just for anybody that wanted to partake in the Mammon Ritual, the Mammon Rite. Where I did a live stream for the first one. Now it's just a ritual. We might do a live stream as well in a few sessions after this. But in a sense, why I'm providing this ritual with Mammon, also ritual with Klonek and Azazel will be on my store later today, just letting you guys know. Is because it helps bring people into the wheel of prosperity. I've been doing a lot of magic workings as understanding what prosperity is. A lot of people aren't prosperous because they're not thinking prosperously. They're not feeling abundant, right? You have to actually tap into the frequency of prosperity to even understand. You could say money, you could say freedom, you could say wealth, a lot of different things. The more prosperous you are in forms of energy, time, frequency, just abundance, the more prosperous you're always going to become. You must first have a prosperous mindset to create prosperity for yourself, to create wealth for yourself. And then I'm going to be going into a lot of wealth magic on my Patreon. I actually just showed one of my patrons how to economically liberate themselves just by understanding e-commerce and invoking deities to work with to understand e-commerce, and then you can just learn things online. But yeah, just throwing that out there, you guys. So you can also work with the deities on that. I feel like so like Mammon's been coming forward a lot heavily, Klonek, Azazel, and they just want people to understand, focus on wealth as you're focusing on the daemons, right? As you focus on invocations, if you start to read, study, learn, and understand what money is, you start to tap into the frequency of money. Mammon really taught me a lot of the secrets pertaining to wealth. They're called secrets, and as I say that, I'm hearing a ring in my ears. They're called secrets to wealth because wealth is locked away under frequency, vibration, sigils. If you look at money, money is a sigil, right? So it's not until we can understand the symbol or the sigil of what money represents, we're going to be in the dark. We have to use our clairvoyance to look at money, focus on it, break it down, understand all aspects of it. And then once you unlock or liberate yourself through that, then it's about getting to the next level where then you can focus on self mastery and what you've achieved for yourself. You need to focus on the things in which you need to achieve, and that's what will create your reality, right? So once we economically liberate ourselves, this is literally from so many deities right now. Once you economically liberate yourself, then you can focus on life and its free play. That's literally how easy they make it seem. And then I didn't believe it as well. You start playing the game, play the game of life. Or Florence Scovel, a manifestation teacher, and she reminds me so much of Hecate, so much of Asmodee energy. She literally says most don't choose to play the game of life. You got to play the game of life. If you're not playing, if you could be out of the game and just be like, I'm just gonna be like everyone else, do the same thing. No, don't be like everyone else. Don't do the same thing. Follow your path. If you're not economically liberating yourself, you can't be free. These deities want you to be free. Do you think they're trying to empower you so that you can be the most powerful slave? They're trying to empower you so that you can be your own god, your own deity at the end of the day. That's you work with the gods to become the gods, just like you work with the plumber to become the plumber. Is there any disrespect to either at the end of the day? No. It's just what you choose, right? So if you do invoke, you're becoming more deific. So of course a deity understands money. Money's just a piece of paper that humans created to in a trick other, like not trick, but I guess to barter. I guess you could say barter, but it literally was created as a system to enslave us. But you could say barter. Now it's a tool. It's a tool in which we can use to convert into other forms of payments, you could say. Yeah, we're doing the breath work. We're doing the breath work. The gods waiting. The gods, we're using this time to talk about economic liberation before the breath work so that we can breathe prosperous energies in. And then also, when you do breath work, you get insight into things like this. So that's why we were talking about that. But you're right, Super G. You're right, Super G. You're giving me King Paimon vibes. Most definitely. Oh, we'll talk about that after 30 days of Paimonius, y'all. I have a challenge for you guys. I'll write up something if you guys want to actually do the challenge. It's a 30-day King Paimon challenge. But as Super G is right, the gods are waiting. Breath work is most important at the end of the day to connect. Imagine and visualize violet flame energy. Imagine and visualize a violet dragon. Imagine and visualize a gold dragon. And if so, imagine and visualize a black dragon. Okay, a lot of people keep telling me they can't hear King Paimon. If it's truly you, work on your psychic abilities. If it's truly like sometimes King Paimon, like let's be real, King Paimon might not just want to work with some people. That's why some people can't hear him. He's like, I'm gonna wait until you like do something to change your life, and then I'm gonna come into your life once you change your life. Sometimes people just need to work on their just need to work on their psychic hearing and their senses. And that's everybody's going to be different at the end of the day. But most likely, if you're here, he's calling out to you. What's up, Tenebris via Lucis? What's up, fam? But most likely, he's calling out to you. Work on your psychic abilities. This breath work will help. The Violet Flame Dragons. The Violet Flame Dragons empower us by cleansing our energies. So use the Violet Flame Dragons to cleanse our energy. This will help you in connecting to the deities as well. Cleansing your any psychic debris. As you breathe in, Violet Flame energy. As you breathe out any stagnant energies that is no longer serving you. That was actually powerful because right as I even did that, I felt a lot already moving through my energetic system. Breathe in gold dragon. Breathe in gold energy. The gold dragons are with you. Breathe out any stagnant energy. And then if you are on the left-hand path, breathe in any black flame dragons or black flame energy, and then breathe out any black flame energy. Breathe out any stagnant energy. So we are going to start with the breath work right now. This is how we remove blockages psychically and talk to the deities. Let's go. Oh, do you guys hear it? Do you guys hear it? I'm in Aries Ascendant. Wait, do you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? Still no? Yeah, prosperity gates wealth and abundance. You're so right, though. You guys are so right on that. The gates of prosperity are opening. That's a good way of looking at it. Okay, you guys hear it? You guys hear it? Yo, I need I need a dude to just do this. It's like, hey bro, hey bro, turn on the Shiva Rasa, and then it's like, okay, cool. 2 seconds later, it's just on. Okay, like a mixing dude. Okay, do you guys
with the breath?
Do you guys hear it?
Welcome. I'm Shiva Rasa. This is a return to sound guided breathwork meditation. Find a comfortable place to relax. You can sit, lay down, wherever you are. Allow yourself to relax and close your eyes. It's time to return to sound and return to the power of your breath. Are you ready? Here we go. Round number 1. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Find your rhythm with the breath. In, out. In, out. In, out. Nice, deep, circular breaths. Out. In, out. You're almost there. 10 more. 5 more. 'Last one, full inhale, and on the exhale, stop. Hold the breath for 60 seconds, starting now. Be here now. Notice your heart beating. Slow it down. Allow this energy to flow throughout your body, from the tip of your head down to your toes. You are almost there. Deep inhale in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in and sustain for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let go. Round number 2. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Find your rhythm with the breath. In, out, in, out. Inhale love, exhale fear. In, out, in, out. Imagine a circular disc moving in and out, in and out. No pause between the breath. In, out. You're almost there. 10 more. 5 more. 'Last one. Full inhale, and on the exhale, stop. Hold the breath for 90 seconds, starting now. Feel. Become the observer. Notice the blood pumping through your veins. If you feel lightheaded or tingling sensations in your body, that's perfectly normal. Your body is alkalizing. Your cells recalibrating. Let this energy circulate. You're almost there. Deep inhale in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in and sustain for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Release. Final round. Back into your flow. Nice, deep, circular breaths in, out, in, out. Each breath fortifying your body with power and strength. Inhale power. Exhale fear. Keep going. Give these last breaths all you've got. 10 more. Stay in this. 5 more. Last breath, full inhale, and on the exhale, stop. Hold the breath for 90 seconds, starting now. Observe. Feel the energy in your body. The power that creates worlds flowing through you. Allow it to circulate, bringing balance and alignment. Dormant codes of intelligence in your DNA activate. You're almost there. Deep inhale in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in and sustain for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Release. Allow your breathing to return to normal. Stay in this space for just a few more moments. Be still and know this is your natural state, one of absolute well-being. Relax and enjoy the unfolding.
link the meditation. That's source right there, just letting you guys know. That is source. He was talking about smoking weed because he wanted me to see his psychic abilities, but I kind of took offense to how you did that. There's nothing wrong with smoking weed. Bro, I smoke weed, dude. I was just talking about what I've been through at the end of the day with the weed thing. Air signs are good motivators. Oh, I like that you said that. My Libra side is more independent than anything. I'm a Libra as well. You can use dragons to go through walls. Baphomet France. What's up, Baphomet France? We got Baphomet straight from France. What's up, Mage? Um, yeah, sure to never's him my IG. Oh, Young Cheetah, Young Cheetah. Okay, so I actually have to go in a few minutes. Um, actually, because I have someone. I'm going to a dinner with someone. Um, so let me see how long I can stay on. I can stay on a little bit longer. Okay, so King Paimon. That's what we're talking about. King Paimon. What's up, Baphomet France? Yeah. If you're new, feel free to ask questions about the occult. This is OccultcatTv. I talk about the occult. Your name is Baphomet. Just letting you guys know, I have two videos coming out tonight. I have a video on Satan, and then I also have a video on the Scarlet Woman coming out as well. So I have a video on the Beast, and I have a video on the Scarlet Woman, the Whore of Babylon. And on top of that, um, so King Paimon, 30 days of King Paimon. I'm proposing a challenge. There's no rules to this. Do this how you want. I'll make a rough draft and a script write up if you guys want. But 30 days of King Paimon is going to, in a sense, be if you want to path work with King Paimon for 30 days or whatever deity you want, it's to embrace your higher nature and becoming your greatest version, right? So earlier, someone said King Paimon energies. This next month, I would recommend working with King Paimon for 30 days to accomplish any form of mastery, any goal, economic independence, just empowering yourself and removing mental blockages. These are all ways in which King Paimon can help. So these are ways in which I actually, in my past, this is what I used to do with King Paimon. I would go into ritual, I would invoke him, and I would just start to listen or write down everything that he was telling me, right? And as I did that, I started to get really good at downloading his energy, where at some point your claircognizance becomes so good that you start to download how to play the game of life. And we were talking about that earlier. So that's actually what makes invocation so powerful, is that you start to download life. You start to download what you need to do, who you're meant to become. Um, you just start to know the path in which you're meant to walk. And this is what is so powerful about working with the Goetia and then as well using the Goetia um, to follow the path of your true will. Because what shamans are known for, what shamans do is we channel different energies to master our environment. So when we're looking at the Goetia, right, to give strength, such as like let's say like Marcosius, right? Also, which I have a video on my Patreon of mastering or using the Goetia to follow your true will, because there's really a science to it. And the thing about my Patreon is that I want to what I teach on the Patreon is more in-depth understanding of what of than more than what I teach on on lives. It's like the full thing, but in a sense my channel, I'm giving you bits and pieces of how I view reality. But if you go on my Patreon, I give you a full breakdown of this is reality, how I see it. This is how I understand it from, and then I give you, you know, perspectives on how you can navigate through that reality. And then also for the fourth tier at the end of the month, I give you guys a ritual to empower you, which will aid you or empower you in different skills in which you can cultivate and continue to move forward in reality. So, in a sense, months ago, it was uh, first, it started off with self mastery. Start off with the occult and magic as the foundation of what I was empowering people with. And then that gained more traction because what I'm doing is empowering you with my daemon every month. And this month specifically, these 2 months have been focused on prosperity. So it was self mastery, it was the occult and witchcraft and magic into, or self mastery into manifestation, into prosperity and wealth magic. So if you're a part of the fourth tier, then now you will be empowered by those energies as well. Name is down below. I just want to say a shout out to the Patreon. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for all that you do and being along for this ride, along for this journey. Because from prosperity, I believe next is going to be a foundation of business. So if you're someone that wants to start a business, I would highly recommend jumping into the Patreon right now as an occultist, because that's what we're focusing on. Also with the energies of Mammon, Clawneck, I'm giving you guys more in-depth videos. So as an occultist, how you can master social media, how you can use the deities to master your life, how you can, in a sense, use all of these energies to master your life as I have for myself. Mastery never ends. You're always continuing to master. I consider myself an eternal white belt, right? And that's also why I have my Patreon. I'm always evolving, I'm always growing. I put your name under every video for the fourth tier, where you're being empowered by every video I do. If it's a video on Mammon, if you work with Mammon or start to work with Mammon, that energetic current will be in resonance with you as well. So we got 11 likes, 11 people, 1111. Just throwing that out there. Just that synchronicity. From the Cauldron Witch, what's up, fam? How's your day been? Someone who's a part of the Patreon. So know that you're being empowered by this video, as well as right now focusing a lot on prosperity and abundance magic, and I have those videos being uploaded. And then for the YouTube, I'm uploading a video on Satan, and then as well what a Scarlet Woman is. So the Scarlet Woman from my perspective. Then on the Patreon, I will also be uploading how to raise the bride. So an in-depth from my understanding, what I've went through this past year. Am I a master on the topic? Not yet, but I have learned a lot from it, and I've also, um, in a sense, I've brought about 4 or 5 people to their Scarlet Woman, and it usually does always happen after crossing the abyss and getting to Thamael about there. And it's weird how it's an algorithm. Like it's something that just happens within the game, right? So the further that you continue to play or you go, the more is unlocked and awakened. It's like how the masculine has to be the knight, scales the tower, fights the dragon, but instead of fighting the dragon, integrates with the dragon and then saves the princess being the Scarlet Woman, the hero's tale, right? This fairy tale is in everything. And then on top of that, hey, what's up, Necro Nikki? Okay, so I just have to throw this out there as we talk about the Scarlet Woman. We have two Scarlet Women. We have Scarlet. There's also Scarlet Woman in the chat, so I find that very synchronistic as well. So know that those of you that are on the path, it's truly about understanding. I just something that's coming to mind, truly understanding who you're meant to be with when you are walking this path, and walk it with people you are in alignment with, right? You will know who's on the path. So, also Necro Nikki, what is it? I believe you asked for a reading last live. But I wasn't. I think you might have left. I just wanted to throw out if you did want a reading, just because you did ask last time, you're here now. Um, just throwing that out there if you did want a reading, because. But yeah, other than that, okay, cool. Ask a question pertaining to. You could say I call them destiny and fate readings, but feel free to just ask a question. What you feel connected to, or what you might be doing at the moment. I was on for so long that day, you guys. After I got off, I was like, oh my gosh, my energy. Whoa. Is hermit mode good for me now? I'm doing lots of rituals and study. Lots of rituals and study and hiding. Okay. For the first, just to answer your question, Mark, for the first two times, I did use 34. I more just used my imagination for that. But yeah, I haven't done that one in a while. But yeah, I did use 34 in the beginning. Okay, and then Kaizen says, since your last reading, a lot has changed in a good way. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, so for Necro Nikki's reading. Okay. And that's as it should, Kaizen. That's beautiful, dude. Yeah, I've had a lot of amazing readings lately of just I feel that my readings open up people to their fate, and it kind of like opens the way and aids them to go where they're meant to be. And that's what I really try to take pride in, I guess, or really aim for. Okay, so Necroniki. Is hermit mode good for me now? I'm doing lots of rituals and study in hiding. So what is the message that needs to be said? Okay, shuffle 3 times. Oh my gosh, I just put this card in the deck. I almost forgot to put this card in the deck, so it's really good that I put it back in the deck. At the moment, this is actually what I was sensing. Okay, so you work with Mammon. Oh, okay, okay. Wait. Let's pull another card. Let's pull another card. Whoa. Okay. A few fell onto my cat. So 1 second. 1 second. Okay. So what I'm getting right now is you first pulled the wealth card. One or two? One. Okay, this will be the last card. You first pulled the wealth card. So right now, actually, what I'm getting is that you're doing exactly what you feel you need to do and you're being intuitively drawn to. You might feel the need to go out and do things, but the things that you might want to do, like you just like want to do, might not be the things that you need to do. Right now, you need to, I'm hearing like the word buckle down. You need to buckle down and do what your soul's calling you to do, because everything right now is separating you from who who like the people around you are being removed so that you can find yourself and be who you need to be. So in this moment, you're doing what you need to, yes, it might not be as fun as you want. It might be even a boring period, but it's even about like turning that work into play, turning turning study into play, ritual into play, and then using that energy to actually gain wealth for yourself, wealth in the mind, wealth in your life, wealth in the pocket, wealth in all different ways. It's not just money, it's not just, I can see your service or whatever you might be doing is very prosperous and abundant at the moment. And as you continue to focus on you and do the things that you need to do, this is actually why you feel the need to hermit. It's so that what you're doing is getting your full attention, because your attention is powerful, right? Just as Neville Goddard said, imagination is God. I want to say in the same way, attention, it's what you truly you focus on, whether it be a person, a thing, a place. That's what you are almost putting your wealth into. So right now you're hermiting so that you can put that into yourself, because that's what matters at the end of the day, is what you want to create. Okay, so the second card before change. Wait. Mm, yes. Okay. The second card before change is luxury. So actually what you're creating for yourself right now is, I'm getting like a really abundant lifestyle. Like I can actually see like a lot of wealth is coming into your life, even in a way that you don't see yet. And if you actually trust that, it's weird. It's prepare for the manifestation before it happens is kind of what I'm getting. Like feel luxurious, feel wealthy, feel abundant. And those things, that the way that you feel is actually going to start to create that for yourself. So if you want a luxurious lifestyle, you start to feel luxurious, that will then magnetize the frequency of luxury to yourself. And then right after that, so it's change. So it's like as you try to shift into this frequency, it's change, which also, this is my King Paimon card. So King Paimon is calling out to you. He does wish to work with you, empower you as well. Really good at, as I'm sure you know, he's good in the studies, he's good in the arts in this way. And I said that because I assume you seem like a creative person, or you're very creative. He's a really good deity for social media, design, mixed media and design, things of this nature. So as you shift and change, it's a mindset. You're taking on, not you're not changing as like the way that you look in a sense, or say a person, but it's more in your mindset that's shifting. And then from that, one day it's going to make sense why you were doing all this. It might not be now. I'm hearing in about 3 months. That's when things are really going to pick up and really going to change for yourself. But if you can try to fit into the frequency of what you want, that's going to shift you into the area that you want, whatever that might be for yourself. But there is a change that either needs to occur, has already been happening, or that maybe just if you looked at something and then changed your perception of it, which that's something that Satan's been teaching me a lot of. Switch your perception on things and then go outside of it and then try to look at it not from how you see it, but instead how it is, and then try to understand it from how you see it with a new perspective. Expand your mind. Like as you expand your mind, you will start to see things in a new way. So truly, that's why perception really matters. Because if you might not like something that can push you forward in a positive way, if you can shift your mind, and look at that in a new way, it's kind of like turning work into play. If you can turn work into play, then you're always abundant. If you love what you do, you're always abundant, right? And then if it's also prosperous. So you actually are as the Queen of Swords. Right now, it seems as if you are scaling up, and you could even say you're on a mountain, like just as she is. You're on a mountain. You're overarching. You have your sword. You could say your sword is your intellect, your wisdom, your skill. Knowing who you are is your weapon to life. You could say, because the more that you know who you are, the more that you know your mind, you know your skills, and you know your abilities, you're able to wield that weapon, that sword. I'm kind of just hearing as an intuitive thing of Azazel, like that sword of Azazel, which depending on how you view it, for myself, I've been told I have this. But people believe it as intelligence, a high amount of intelligence. You have the voice of Azazel, right? You can speak for him. I can see that he's very. I'm hearing the word enthralled by you, but it's like also you guys have a connection. I'm not sure if you work with him, but look into that. From that, I got fortune. I believe that he's also a being. I didn't pull the card for Azazel, but I believe he's a being that is either working with you or connected to you in some way. And fortune is right now you're working on your. I would even say you're working on your fate and your destiny. The title that I have for today is Fate and Destiny, because what I try to give people is that their fate and destiny. And I think that right now, what you are doing is a pure embodiment of that. You are embracing your path, you're embracing your mastery, you're embracing your skills. As what was said earlier, you're already doing what you need to do. You already know what you need to do. If anything, this is just confirmation and also a gateway, and as a gateway being opened to abundance and wealth for you. It's 1111 on the live as I said that. So I find that very synchronistic. So know that at which 111 can be intuition in alignment with the path. So I see that is also there. So focus on the path that is most meant for you and the path that you see. You're really, I can see that you are really good at ritual and divination overall. So I think that even with what was said, really look at what you do and know you are a powerful, you could say, master of the craft. or you are mastering the craft. I can see you've been pursuing it for many years. So right now is even your achieving of master achieval. It's achieval word. You're achieving or reaching that peak. As I said earlier, that peak. You're kind of like looking out, like you're up here looking out. And as you do that, it's either, one second. You got the love card. I believe it's the love for the craft is at the moment what you are pursuing and what you are embracing, what you are doing. So embrace this love, you could say, for the craft, what you are creating. Um, sorry, apologies on that. What you are making, what you are doing. I believe that this will lead you to a lover or will lead you to someone that you are meant to be with. But I think that at the moment, what you're doing or why the love card came up is a love for oneself, is a love for your practice, your skills, your abilities. So, fully right now, the fact that you've even just chosen to hermit, that shows that you love yourself. So this is even but a reflection that's just coming up to show what you've already been focusing on. Okay, so that's the reading. I will draw one last card. Ace of Wands. I can define this as your energy. Very fiery, very passionate. That's what I kind of hear. And then at the same time, since you work with these beings, trying to understand, master, or understand, know, and master the tree systems would be highly prosperous and very beneficial for you. I feel that any knowledge that you already have of what you are pursuing, go all in, and then from that, you will be enlightened in the craft in which you are pursuing through the dedication that you've either already had for it, such as you're gaining this, or you are on the process or the path of mastery. Because I guess you could say every day. That's pretty much what it is, right? You do it every day and you continue to do it. I can see this in. I can see this within the energies. So continue to pursue and embrace all that you're creating. That is your reading. That is the message. Um, Really, it's a confirmation at the end of the day. And then hell yes, or Necro Nikki, hell yes, focusing on myself, Jim, and being productive, keeping my practices more hidden and putting up boundaries where needed, and less materialistic, grateful for what I have. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Mammon's a true like giver within the mind and within wealth and what he shows people. He's really known for money, or but at the end of the day, he's really shown me that prosperity or wealth is it's just how you think. If you think prosperously, you can always give. He really him channeling through someone else telling me this really, that's why I even started to give live readings for free. I think I was on for like 5 hours the other day. Is That's like Mammon energy. It's like you feel the need to give because you're overflowing. um Man delivers, I feel abundant and less materialistic. Yeah, I like that. I do work with Azazel in my warlock mode. Oh my god, I feel you on the warlock mode. One's tongue can cut through all reality with focused intelligence and accuracy when exercised. You are Hawkeye, Deadshot, and Hulk on in one Azazel. Oh, dude. Hawkeye. Are you talking about Hawkeye? Oh, Hawkeye Dead. Okay. What is that? Superheroes, yeah. Can I get a reading for where I am in the cliff off? Okay, Jojo, that was this was just because she asked for it last time, and she happened to leave before I was able to give it. Hey, got you on that, fam. Um, yeah, exactly, 100%. So that's why I gave that to her because she was already in line. Jojo, you got a reading. Did you ask something about but yeah, dude, I do have my services though. Do feel free to, if you do need something like that. That actually is better for a service than a live. On live, I'm able to give the info, but I feel it is kind of like, not things are withheld, but it's like just being on live is a completely different energy than say getting a private reading. Um Feel free to message me on Occult Cat or okay, actually. I do have my website actually. I need to edit it. So Jojo, hit me up on my email, occultcattv@gmail.com. That's down below. I haven't finished this website. So I don't really want to release it yet. But actually, yeah, give me a second. Yeah, just yeah, feel free to email me and then I'll put my website up later. I'm really trying to but actually fuck it. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay. May the dark rain fertilize the fields, your flowers bloom, and all limitations be brought ruin. That's whoa, I like the way that you phrased that. Um oh yeah, and thank you on that, Jojo Bojo. Yeah, got you on that. I like the way that you phrased that, Super G, because bringing ruin to the things that no longer serve you, like, right? Really, it is that. I think a lot of people let their limitations overtake them, but if you can really just see it as that, like, bring your limitations to ruin, it's like, oh, I thought that I couldn't do this. It's like, no, get rid of that part of your mind that thinks you can't do it and let that just wither and die away, right? A lot of people let themselves wither and die away, but that's not what you want. What you want is to be prosperous and abundant. Raise the things that are prosperous and abundant within yourself. Empower those things, right? Empower the thoughts that empower you, which a lot of people, I guess, unless you're in the frequency to know that, it could be hard to elevate, or for some to elevate to that frequency. Um okay, cool. I'm actually going to have to get off now. Um but I might be on later tonight, honestly. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I'm stoked just to get on here for, this amount of time. It was cool. Guys, embrace self mastery. Always stay progressing. Always stay evolving. We did some breath work. That was fucking dope. Hey, have a good one, you guys. Peace. And as well, namaste. Till another day. Or tonight.